Good afternoon, this January the 15th. Time to wrap it up. What a day we've had. The Swiss franc went from 120 to par to 105 is the expected new trading range, and it shook markets up all around the globe and really got things going. We came in this morning, started off early wanting to sell 10 to 12, but by the time we did the briefing, we moved our sell to 14 to 16, caught this highs right here. Our 10 to 12 played later in the day, and we had our first buy in the 95, 97 area. And as it turns out, you would have been long in the at 96. Gave a good trade back all the way up to 10. Then all the way back down, the market makes a new low. This is a retest failure. This is a good trade right here. More shorts, the market makes new lows, and we're still in consolidation right now. So pretty hard to get make better calls than we did this morning on where to get in and be a seller, and we thought that we should be sellers because the news out of Switzerland was not good news. Switzerland's going to go into a recession. Minimally, it will take some of our export sales away from our multinationals. Anyway, we had a great day trading, and we look to do it again tomorrow. Okay, big day outside. The 25-27 was hit overnight. The 85, 87 actually was a little lower than that. Was in the I think 82 area, 81, 82 was hit. And here we find ourselves at 90, 95. So this one actually, if we don't break or if we aren't able to get through this 80, 85 area right down here, I think it's actually 80, 82, then we can trade from the long side tomorrow. But based on the overall activity and in the shape of our F2 screen, is going to be a sell would be the first trade out of the chute. And that's what the profile looks like. Got to bust the 80 area to stay short. So if the market were to close here at 90, 95, 97, sell 1, 2002, sell 2. On the buy side, support is in the 80, 82 area, so we'll make that buy 1. And buy 2 will be 75, this high volume number plus or minus. Now we do have news tomorrow. We've got CPI minus 0.4, core plus 1/10. No one will pay any attention to it. Industrial production they will pay attention to. Minus 1/10. This number could come in lower than forecast. Capacity utilization 79.9, that could come in lower than forecast. Michigan sentiment. The bad news hasn't hit this yet. It's at 94.1, so it probably, this one tends to come in right a little high. Not always, but that one could probably come in as forecast, and then long-term cap flow. I imagine that'll be a positive number. So the number one focus will be industrial production, followed by 2, Michigan sentiment. And it's really, it feels almost balmy outside here. There's no wind blowing. It's made it up to, I think, pretty close to 50. Feels like it anyway. So it's amazing how fast you can get used to warm weather. Takes about 1 day when things start to warm up to get used to it, in my experience. I've only been in minus 40 degree weather once. I've skied in minus 20, minus 25 a couple of times. Yeah, I'm spending quite a bit of time in the lodge when it's that cold, but I've skied, you know, 0 plus or minus 10 degrees quite often. That's where you find yourself, at least at the top of the mountain. But that minus 40, I only experienced it for 1 day up Fairbanks, Alaska, and boy, that was enough to satisfy my curiosity about those kind of temperatures. That is cold. Higher low, higher high, we're buyers. There's more shocks to come after what happened in Switzerland, what this market's telling us. Pretty strong distribution right now. Who'd have thunk? We're going to have a very, very strong right here. So 16 is resistance, 20, 24, 28, and the buck. On the downside, pretty good resistance support in the 8 area. Maybe some 12, so 8 to 12 will be pretty good support. Then our best support's going to be down here in the 4 to 8 area will be our best support. Then we're going to have this 28 area to the buck. So the easiest trade to see is going to be sell failure to take out 16 to 20, probe a little bit higher tonight, then fail, and 23, 27 will be sell 2. On the buy side, we're going to make it 5 to 9 for buy 1, and then 29 to 01 for buy 2. But again, we're high and we have to stay high. No one's going to really get short until the fallout from the Swiss franc move. And then the biggest dynamic we'll face tomorrow once the news is absorbed will be end of the week profit taking. So I think you could probably make a stronger case if we fail to extend the range in the overnight, if we fail to trade higher early tomorrow morning, getting on the short side playing for end of the week long liquidation from the trading community. Looking at the 30-year, it's going to tell us to be buyers, and failure to take out this 14 to 20 area. Then because of the volatility, I'm going to lean up against 151. I think this contract is like in 2012 is headed back up for all new contract highs. Okay, we're at 12 right now. I got the mode at 5. Last rotate down stopped at 1, 2. So we'll make 1 to 5 buy 1. Might take a 9 to get in. And then 25, 29 playing for this breakout right here for buy 2. Strong markets. Okay, gold. Again, it's a risk-off investment. That's the way people are playing it. We got a seller in the 65 to 67 area. Last rotates stopped at 60, up stopped at 61. So we'll come a little bit inside that. We'll make 63, 65, sell 1. And then we'll make 69, 71, sell 2. On the buy side, I like this 55, 53. And then we got this low down here. We're going to make it again 50 plus or minus like we were this morning. The direction of this, the long side offers us more opportunity. First trade would be a long tomorrow. looking at crude, find it, there we go. Oh, we definitely have our, we got to our 50, and then we've come off quite a bit. So when we look at this thing structure-wise, 47, M's last rotate stopped at 69, so 46.75, 47, sell 1, 47 and a quarter, 50, sell 2. The buy side, we've got volume down here, so we'll make 45.75, 46, buy 1. I like the short side much better than our 45, 45 and a quarter for buy 2. I forget who put their name on, 30 bucks, but that would get stops below 40, and that was the number that Saudi Arabia put out. And futures don't mess around. They get there in a hurry. This is a the shakeout from, everybody says that this is a good thing. Most of our employment in the United States has come from the energy sector. This is not a good thing to have this kind of this is a catastrophic loss in value, and it doesn't happen all that often. And it will bring repercussions throughout the industry. I mean, people will be getting laid off and losing their jobs. Usually on the 19th or 20th, so the 16th, so Monday, Jeff, you'd roll. And when they're in contango, what happens when you roll is that back month immediately assumes the front month prices. What you'd expect. So people will probably be playing from the short side. So yeah, Tuesday, the markets, I mean, the markets are open on Monday, but they close at noon, and it's a banking holiday, so you can forget about trading on Monday. It's won't be worth showing up. Okay, lat 39, so 40 to 50, sell 1. And then 75 to 85, sell 2. Our 1575, buy 1. And 1540 to 50, buy 2. The move in the euros probably happened faster than anybody wanted, but they wanted it lower, and it is lower. What can you say, right? Folks, that's it for January the 15th, 2015. We'll see you bright and early in the a.m. I'm going to enjoy this warmer temperature today. Probably get out and take a little walk before the sun goes down with the dog. Won't be bundled up for a change. Y'all have a great evening. I'll see you bright and early in the morning.